Aarons is a 12-year-old aspiring artist living with his financially struggling family in Lark Creek. He rides the bus to school with his younger sister, May Belle, and is often bullied by a girl named Janice Avery. One day, Jesse befriends a new student named Leslie Burke. At recess, he enters a running event, for which he has been training at home. Leslie also enters and manages to win, frustrating Jesse. On the way home, Jesse and Leslie learn they are next-door neighbors. Later that day, it is discovered that Jesse has a difficult relationship with his father, who spends more time with May Belle. Due to their financial struggles, his mother also forces him to wear his older sister's sneakers. One day at school, Leslie compliments Jess's drawing ability and they become friends. After school, they venture into the woods and swing across a creek on a rope. Jesse and Leslie find an abandoned treehouse on the other side and invent a new world, which they call Terabithia. For the next few days, Jesse and Leslie spend their free time in the treehouse getting to know each other. Leslie gives Jesse an art kit on his birthday. Jesse becomes angry with his father for his attitude towards him and he loses his belief in Terabithia, and refuses its existence the next day at school. Later, Jesse apologizes to Leslie by giving her a puppy, whom she names Prince Terrian, P.T. Once in Terabithia, they encounter various creatures, including a giant troll resembling Janice. At school, Leslie becomes frustrated by Janice's bullying. Jesse and Leslie play a prank on Janice, and she is embarrassed in front of everyone on the bus. Leslie introduces Jesse to her parents and they help paint their house. At school, Leslie discovers from Janice that her bullying is due to her abusive father, and the two become friends, with Janice later befriending Jesse as well. Jesse and Leslie take PT to Terabithia, where they fight off several creatures resembling their bullies, this time with the troll as their ally. The next morning, Ms. Edmonds, the music teacher who Jesse has a crush on, calls to invite him on a one-on-one field trip to an art museum. When Jesse returns home, his father reveals that Leslie died after hitting her head and drowning in the creek when the rope she used snapped. Jesse first denies it and runs to check on Leslie, but he notices the severed rope as well as emergency vehicles surrounding her house before eventually accepting her death. The following day, Jesse and his parents visit the Burke family to pay their respects. Leslie's father, Bill Burke, tells Jesse she loved him, and thanks him for being the best friend she ever had, since she never had friends at her old school. Jesse feels overwhelming guilt for Leslie's death, imagining the Dark Master from Terabithia chasing after him before breaking down into tears. But his father comforts and consoles him by telling him to keep Leslie's memory alive. Jesse decides to reimagine Terabithia and builds a bridge across the river to welcome a new ruler. He invites May Belle to Terabithia and the siblings agree to rule together, with Jesse as king and May Belle as the princess.